What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are Traditional Fans with Opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. Fire Game, Episode 12. So in this episode, Contraband Game starts. So yeah, so now's idea is to have a strategy of just putting like nothing in the briefcase and just have them guess wrong and they could get the money from that. She tries that, passes, and then when someone passes someone else, the other team's able to get 100 million in. So then I think it's everyone else. Like nearly everyone else then like tries to like but nothing's they're afraid to lose the money. So like and they're also afraid to like guess wrong when they doubt. So Akiyama's the only one to doubt and he gets the 100 million back. But then what happens then is like everyone yeah, like the country and Knights able to get a bunch of money in, so they're like around three near the end of the episode they're around 300 million above country a day. And then Kikuzawa says he figured out something we're doing with Yokoa, who's like the leader of like the other team, claims to be clairvoyant. And so we'll see how the plan works, how things work out. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. Looking forward to the next one. House of Dragons Season 3, Episode 1. Okay. So in this episode, yeah, this was supposed to be the basically like the finale for season 2, but due to reasons they yeah, okay. So Reina gets Sheep Stealer, officially confirming that she's replacing Nettles. So they're removing Nettles, which causes some problems because Rhaenyra hated Nettles in the books because she believed that Nettles was screwing Daemon. Rhaena is Daemon's daughter, so if the affair in the book did happen, which I don't think it did. I don't think Daemon and Nettles actually did screw each other. I think that's one of the rumored affairs that did not happen. One of the rare ones that did not happen. Um, and but if the one did happen, that means that means Daemon Targaryen screwing his daughter. Now, speaking of parent-child stuff, you have so yeah, and because Rhaena gets another dragon in the books. It's a hatchling, it's a baby dragon that dies because during the reign of Aegon the Third, all the dragons die off. At least the ones the few that survived this war. Okay. Then Aegon and Lars are captured by these guards are loyal to Rhaenyra, and they take them. They start taking the Dragonstone. After Lars says they'll make valuable hostages. Now Aemon returns to King's Landing. Since Aegon's fled. Alicent, who made that retarded deal with Rhaenyra, which everyone outside those two think is retarded. She tells Aemon to go to Harrenhal. Now Alicent uh, forges a letter from Aemon, sends it to Ormond Hightower to delay the Hightower forces, so that Rhaenyra's people can get through. And Damon leads the battle of the Red Fork against Jason Lannister, and Jason Lannister dies. Now the books, Damon's not there. He's like still at Harrenhal. I think he's like still in Harrenhal or back at Dragonstone. And the Winter Wolves are there. Now Adam, Hugh, and Ulf are waiting at Harrenhal to ambush Aemond. Alice tells him to leave. Now, okay. Then you have the Battle of the Gullet. So Rhaenyra is supposed. So Rhaenyra's High Council. Everyone says that Alicent's can't be trusted. Rhaenyra's like, no, no, and everyone's like, no, this is stupid. Then the Gulls attack, proving that their worries had some merit. So the Triarchy fights the Valorian fleet, the Gullet, sacks High Tide, and so in the episode, um, yeah, then like so you have Tywin Lannister's there, Lahar's there. With Lahar's there, the books. Tywin is not. Um, so Jace, Bela take their dragons to, which is Vermax and Moondancer, to the Gullet, and then Rhaena arrives with Sheepstair. Sheepstair is a wild dragon, so just does a bunch of friendly fire crap, almost kills just Jace. So and Jace dies. Like Jace dies, Vermax dies. Now in the book, here is how things go. So Thailand is not at the Battle of the Gullet in the books. Like in the book, like Sharaka Lahar's there. Now Lahar stuff is mixed in with like another character. Now Jacaerys is there. So Bela and Ray are not. Sheep Stealer, Mooncloud are not. The well, Nettles is there. Nettles is there with Sheep Stealer. Ulf with Silverwing, Adam with Sea Smoke, and Hugh with Vermithor. Those three are supposed to be there as well, because you have all four Dragon Seeds are there with like that's like their big debut is at the Battle of the Gullet, and with Jacaerys on Vermax, and you have Aegon. So Aegon the Younger with his Dragon Stormcloud, then Viserys with his and Viserys are there. In the books, Lahar captures Viserys. Aegon is able to return the Dragonstone, but because Aegon and Viserys are supposed to be sent out to safety, but stuff happens. Stormcloud, Aegon's dragon dies. Jacaerys dies. Vermax dies. A bunch, probably like a large portion of the Valyrian fleet is destroyed, and like it really affects the standing of House Velaryon. So Highland does not die, and his death in this show causal because in the books, so spoilers, he survives throughout the end of the war, and he actually becomes hand of Aegon the Third, and like he does a lot of stuff like as hand, like so yeah, like he does a lot of stuff like as hand, as Master of Coin, like he actually does play a big role, and he's supposed to be in like a prisoner for Rhaenyra when she takes King's Landing, because he like gets tortured, or whatever, and like he gets disfigured. Now Jason's death at Red Fort does happen. Daemon is not there. Like yeah, they're definitely straying far from the books, and there's a lot of stuff it will cause a lot. And Lahar lives. Like Lahar does die later, but it's like a 131 AC, not one, not now, and not in like 130 AC. So Lahar dies and it causes like a whole war in the Triarchy. So there are a lot of problems with this right now. Like I did not like this episode. They yeah, George R. R. Martin might have been right to tell Ryan Condell and all of them to go screw themselves. Yeah, gosh, so freaking retarded. Just stay true to the books. I don't see why it's so hard. It's like, oh, we gotta make it our own. Oh well, it ain't your own. HBO. Guess what? The reason the property is popular is because of the fans. The reason the books make a lot of money is because of the fans. Because it ain't because of George R. R. Martin. Speaking of which, apparently, so the day House of Dragon, this episode premiered, the amount of time in which it's been since the release of A Dance with Dragons, the wait, basically the wait for Wins a Winner, reached the same amount of time as the total time it took to release all the previous books in the series. Yeah. Finish your books, George. You lazy prick. Well, that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you can put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.